Hey, what's going on, guys? It's J Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review, getting ready to give you guys a McFarlane review on the McFarlane Bane. And man, when I tell you guys, this is the Bane we have been looking for. Oh my goodness, he is amazing. Like the articulation, of course, they couldn't really put a whole lot into a bigger figure like this, but man, for what we get, definitely worth the pickup. And I just looked him up online before I started this video. I got him for, I think, when he dropped down to about 27 bucks on Amazon. Now he's sitting at about 110, and with good reason, because man, I hope everyone was able to get a copy of this guy because he is awesome. Just stellar, outstanding, marks all around. So we're going to take him off his base here. As per usual, we're going to take a quick look at the packaging, then we're going to do some comparisons and take a close look at the figure. And this guy is a Megafig from the DC Multiverse McFarlane line. So he's got a big old box here. Big old bold window front. Got some artwork back there in the back. Got his trading card back there. So pretty standard. Got his display stand back there. I'm like, of course, with most McFarlane packages, I'm just going to leave those things in there because I don't want to tear the back paper right there to damage the box or anything like that. But yeah, gonna come around to the other side right here. Just his name right here on this side. Got some amazing artwork right here. There's a blown up image of the trading card, and man, it looks spectacular. Like, wow, he's just so hopped up and so juiced up on venom that he's literally spewing venom, or like DC comic book versions of steroids out of his mouth right there. Don't do drugs, kids. They're not good for you. Don't do drugs. Anyway, but yeah, just amazing artwork right now. Like, if I was able to get like another one of these guys, I'd probably like cut this one out and make it like a poster, or get like maybe I could just get like a poster ordered that looks exactly like this. But anyway, but yeah, definitely very awesome artwork on the back of the packaging right there. And then of course you get his name in bold over here on the other side, Bane right there. So yeah, big old box. Put that to the side, and let's take a closer look at this guy. Gosh, zoom in just a little bit. He is a big old boy, big old hefty guy, just tall. I'm gonna straighten his legs out all the way, best I can here. Got some big old stiff joints, good knee joints, like that. Nice strong ratchets. Not gonna wear down over time and fall off my shelf from weak knees. He's all weak in the knees. Stand up a little bit. Alright, do some height comparisons real quick just to show you guys how big this guy is. I'm going to start off first by putting him with some regular size McFarlane figures. Going to put him next to the Endless Winter Green Lantern again. Always got this guy on standby. And of course you can have a Bane or Batman Rogues Gallery villain review without actually having the man himself, Batman. So you have the Rebirth Batman right there. See how he looks? Man, he's like ginormous. Because if like Bruce Wayne or Batman is like 6'1" or 6'2" right here, imagine how tall this guy is. He's like at least a solid like 8 foot. Come on, like he's huge, like just muscled out. I aspire to look like this guy one day, but we'll get there down the line. We'll bring these guys back out. I'm gonna bring in some bigger figures beside him. I'm gonna bring in Doomsday, a builder figure from back in the day. And I'm going to also bring in the 20-year anniversary Hulk, so you guys can really see how big he is. He outscales the bigger figures from even Marvel Legends. He's just a huge guy. He's bigger, of course, than Doomsday. So you know what that means, McFarlane. I need you guys to go ahead and get on the McFarlane Doomsday release, because we know this was from the Multiverse wave, Collect and Connect figure wave from back in the day. So this is a smaller figure by design. So we need a McFarlane Doomsday now. So if any McFarlane designers out there see this video, yes, go ahead and get on it. We need a Doomsday now. Thank you. Bring this guy back out. Bring the Hulk back out. And also going to put him next to a 6-inch figure. Got the Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spidey right there. Just for kicks, I wanted to also do this as well, just to put Batman Returns, The Dark Knight Returns, Superman in there, just so you can see how bulky he is compared to a bulkier McFarlane figure. Man, he really stacks up. He's just definitely way above the Build-A-Figure Bane that we got back in the day. I don't have that Bane, but I saw reviews of it and saw his articulation and how his legs could barely move. His big thick tree trunks that were just there with no functionality or anything like that. So that Bane, he looked okay, but he kind of sucked. Just a big, huge, burly chested, wide figure that couldn't really move. But this Bane, man, everything we've been dreaming of. But yeah, so the couple of little gripes that I would complain about this figure is that he doesn't come with interchangeable hands. He comes with no accessories. He's just basically like this, straight out of the box. So nothing else to really change on him. It would have been nice if they gave him like some down to business hands, so he could kind of like, you know, throw hands with a bigger figure, like maybe, I don't know, maybe came to disagreement with a Killer Croc or something like that, or, you know, or maybe a Swamp Thing or something like that, maybe. But yeah, so no interchangeable hands, no girder beam or some sewer lid or something like that he could be throwing, or something, or bending some metal pipe or something like that. Just, you know, little knickknacks like that, I really feel like really accentuate a figure like this, like a huge figure. You want something like some maybe like the Hulk, like a shredded shirt or something like that, you know, something like that, just to really kind of explain who you're dealing with, like a really strong character. It needs like a piece of metal or something that he's bending or something, or wrapping around somebody or something. But anyway, yeah, overall great detailing in there, great sculpting. Just overall, I am just geeking out right now. It's really rocking the geek spot right now, like really hard. Thank you, Sharpens Prime. But yeah, definitely rocking the geek spot. The articulation, the sculpting all the way throughout. It's got a few paint marks missing right there, like around the black right there, got some paint bleed right there, but not a big deal. I can go over that probably later on. A little bit around the neck too, kind of missed the mark a little bit. Kind of like got some black missing from around his neck right there, where kind of like fades off right here, but not a big deal. The figure overall looks great. Like, look at all those veins around his neck and traps and everything. It's just amazing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get down to articulation. See what this guy can do. He doesn't need to do much because how big he is, but hey, let's see what he can. So head doesn't move up a whole lot, of course, because his neck is so huge. He doesn't need to look up to anybody. So looks down, shift his head forward a little bit, looks down that far, so we can get a nice little looking down at Batman kind of look going. Get side to side motion, of course, but it's of course hindered because he's got these tubing, everything on both sides of his head, venom feeding straight into his head right there. So he's got this, I guess, oxygen tube right here on top. So you don't want to snap those off or anything like that, so he can't turn his head all the way around. But you do get like a little bit of head tilt right there, of course, both ways and everything. Then you get shoulder joints to move out that far, so straighten his arm all the way out. Good strong loud ratchets. Shoulders move out that far. He does not have the McFarlane wind-up joint inside the butterfly joint inside the shoulder right there, so he just get that much motion right there. Arms go all the way around. No bicep swivel or anything, but he does get a swivel right at the joint in the elbow, so he can rotate his arm in and out right there at the bend. So arm go out that like that. So single joint right there in the elbow, so he can bend a little less than 90 degrees. Biceps are so huge. My biceps. And so he has wrist swivel right here, but he doesn't utilize the normal McFarlane joint. He has like a disc joint that extends out from a peg inside of his forearm into his hand. So kind of like Marvel Legends-esque style. He doesn't have torso articulation, just one solid piece right here, but it does have articulation as far as like a waist cut right here in the center, right there. So the big upper part of the chest and torso is just one solid piece. But you do get some swivel right there and a little bit of rocking motion right there at the very waist. Diaper piece is a soft plastic, of course, so you get a little bit of flexibility out of it. So you can kick out to the sides that far. kicks forward that far. So you get a big boot to the chest from Bane here. That's nice. Kicks backwards that far. So pretty good. And it does have the upper inner thigh cut that's hidden right there. So you get a good little, decent amount of rotation right there at the upper thigh. So that's nice. But he gets double jointed knees. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Strong ratchets, strong ratchets. I mean, look at that articulation. I think I can get one more click out of it. That might be it for me. But yeah, that much of a bend in the knee. That is crazy for a bigger guy like this. But he has long legs though, so you kind of expect it. But man, double joint knees really paid off for this guy. Super articulation. They really said, let's make up for the other Bane and put all the articulation we can in this guy. And so he also gets ankle mobility up and down as far as the range of motion goes, with ankle pivot right there. So very much a Marvel Legends-esque style right there as far as the hands and ankles. So not a whole lot, but all you need right there. And then of course toe articulation. So yeah, definitely a figure that you want to have in your Batman Rogues Gallery collection. He is going to be front and center, or maybe behind a few guys because he's so tall on my shelf. But yeah, he just looks amazing. Just looks amazing. Just completely dwarfs Batman, all the Batman figures that I have so far. But yeah, awesome. Sorry for you guys that missed out on this price when he was a lot lower, but if you got the bread, go ahead and get this guy. If you got the cheddar, the coins, the ducats, the cheese, go ahead and get them. But yeah, guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. I will be back with more McFarlane Marvel Legends or other various action figure brand reviews in the near future, in the very near future. And as always, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. All right, later.